Well, in a rapidly changing work environment, there are 15 new skills needed to stay ahead in 2025, according to new research.
By 2030, 70% of skills used in most jobs will change, AI emerging as the primary catalyst. Professionals entering the workforce today will hold twice as many jobs compared to 15 years ago. So what skills are needed to future-proof your career? And for more, we're joined now by futurist Michael McQueen in studio. Michael, hello to you.
Good morning.
I'm so looking forward to this. OK, what are some of the skills?
Well, the unsurprising one is AI literacy. So we all have to upskill with this constantly, don't we? So a stat recently, 71% of employers would rather choose an employee with AI literacy over someone with more experience who can't use AI. So it's like that upskilling challenge for all of us. Things like discernment. You know, figuring out there's all this data, all this information. How do you separate the noise from the signal and actually zero in on what matters? Also, the importance of critical thinking, creativity, even persuasion. How important it is to be able to change people's hearts and minds. That's one of the most important skills in the years ahead. But I think one of the most the critical one for all of us is curiosity. That sense of being open and humble, being able to assume, not assume we know the way things should be, but step back from our assumptions and rethink. That's going to be one of the most important skills.
And still being able to question those results,
Absolutely.
which we didn't see with that lawyer that we spoke about earlier who had actually put his case into AI and got all of the wrong precedent sent back to him. But in this list, we see a lot of human-centric skills, as we just say. Communication, strategic thinking, safety management, to name a few. So how will they be applied?
I think they matter because as AI and tech does more of the daily work, your humanness becomes your key competitive advantage. I was chatting with a colleague this week at a conference and something she said really stuck with me. She said, in the future, it's not going to be about what you know, it's about how you think. And the ability for us to be good at asking questions and becoming sort of inquisitive, using judgment, that's going to matter more than ever in the years ahead.
How do we develop that?
Oh, gosh, it's tricky. In schools, it's got to start young.
Yeah, it's going to start with education, surely.
Correct. But if you think about adaptability, one of the things we're seeing right now is university courses that are popular around improvisation and acting, because that teaches you skills of reacting on the spot in the moment that we're all going to need in the years ahead.
I'm just thinking of all the people that are at home right now and they're watching this and they're worried. They're worried about AI. They're worried about that it taking their jobs, or perhaps they don't know it very well. So I love it that you're talking about attitude as being the first thing. But what would your advice to them be?
Firstly, get curious. Start tinkering with the stuff. And for me, every week I'm trying something new in this space because it's changing so rapidly. So Notebook LM was one I've started to use in the last few weeks. Have you tried that one?
No.
Unreal. Like, incredibly clever AI tool. But like, there are so many things out there. So
what sets it apart?
So what sets it apart is you can actually upload a document to Notebook LM, and like I used it for a 208-page PDF. You then click a button, it creates a podcast of two AIs talking to each other about that information, explaining it to you. It's extraordinary.
Do they do Brecky TV shows?
Yeah. We're in trouble.
Not yet.
Michael, what I think is going to be easier is you just hang with me like forever.
I'll be your guide.
And you could just do all of it for me.
Look, Gen Alpha, they're about to enter the workforce as well. So what are some of the job trends for them?
I think for them, it's all around the skills that they're lacking, which is interesting. So there was a poll recently of employers. Number one skill they're seeing that Gen Alphas and Gen Zs are lacking, and it surprised me, small talk. Being able to make conversations. They've grown up on devices. They've often not worked in offices. They're now going into these environments and don't know how to do some of the basic things. So you're seeing big corporates now running workplace etiquette training, how to answer the phone, how to send emails.
Because they don't like a phone call.
Oh, no.
Gen Alpha doesn't like a phone call.
No.
They like a text message or an email.
Before we let you go, are there any courses that then people that want to upskill themselves on AI can do, or is the information then sort of obsolete by the time that it gets into a coursework?
Yeah, there's piles of them out there. So I would certainly look online. There's a whole lot of great tutorials on YouTube. Just start there.
Yeah.
You know, how do you top five AI tools and how to use them? It'll be half an hour of your time well invested just watching that.
Michael McQueen, great advice. Thank you.
Thank you,
pleasure.
Michael.
Great.